We are in London at the Grenfell Health and Wellbeing Service. It's a service that was set up by the community and with the community in the wake of the Grenfell Tower fire 5 years ago.
Bola,
Fatima,
lovely to meet you.
it's a
Thank
pleasure.
you so much for coming. Thank
Pleasure.
you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Welcome to Grenfell Health and Wellbeing. Where we're going now, where it says Grenfell Health and Wellbeing, that was actually disused.
Oh wow.
So when we got funding to deliver a very bespoke specialist service for the Grenfell impacted,
Yes.
we renovated it and it's now our community-led service. Initially, we were funded to respond to a trauma. We use evidence-based in response to any major trauma.
Yeah.
7/7 bombings, the London Bridge attacks. But what we quickly found out was that it's a very diverse community and people deal with trauma differently.
Yes.
And rather than offer an individual approach, we now offer a very collective, holistic approach to therapy and trauma recovery. My son and his children lived on the 18th. The agony of that night, I think, still haunts everybody, which is why in Grenfell we never ever forget the reason why we're here.
Yes.
You know, we never ever forget because there's this reminder. And I also don't want my grandchildren to feel like victims. I want them to see that bad things happen, but you can recover, you can heal. So bereaved and surviving children, we have been coming together for 5 years now. Each year has different, and we've seen the hands on each canvas. Each year the hands get bigger because obviously they're growing. We use a lot of art and creativity to remember together.
As part of the therapy.
Yeah, as part of the therapy. So our service and Grenfell United have come together to kind of work with the children. We've been doing this for 5 years now, and each year there's a canvas like this.
Oh, hence the stamp.
Yes.
So you can
Inspired.
Look at those colours, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely to see you. And that's beautiful. Bye.
Bola, very nice to meet you. I'm Nicholas.
Hello, Nicholas.
I'm one of the community connectors. I was a resident from Grenfell Tower and I lived there for 33 years, since 1984. It's a long time. And thankfully my wife and I got rescued from the tower, and we were quite late and we were on the 19th floor. And unfortunately, after a few months, my wife passed away. So she's number 72 as part of the Grenfell inquiry. So, but yeah, it was very difficult. I've been in therapy, you know. I mean, the stuff that I've had to, the journey that I've been on.
Yeah.
I know that it works. So it works for me, and I understand that I needed that. But other people in the community, that they, you know, they may need the service, but they just don't know how to engage with it. We go around the community, we meet up with people, and it's a little bit easier to talk to us.
Yes.
I know we have outreach and other things, but that kind of, to build those relationships is
These sort
is,
of one-to-one.
yeah. We have a main road called Labrador Grove, the area Labrador Grove.
Yeah.
And it's, on each side we have different neighbourhoods. Because it was a moment in British history. I mean, people, you know, sometimes remember when Princess Diana died and when
Where they were.
where they were. But I think is what we're doing about engaging with the community, going out to the community, saying that we're here, we're visual, we're getting to know them, they're getting to know us. After the fire, the community came out and started writing. Well, there's millions of posters looking for people, but then they came out and they've done this wall of truth. They painted it up themselves and put lots of information about the families, and so it's quite a sacred place. It's called the Wall of Truth. And actually my flat is where the wooden board is just sticking out, so that's the 19th floor. So I don't have to measure or count how many floors. So that's my floor.
You
just
can
under
tell.
I'm gonna miss it because it's coming down. So, but I don't know if you've seen the pictures of the horror of the night and what our community witnessed on that night was just horrific. All the memories, all the love, all the neighbourly, get-togethers is all within those 4 walls, and it's going to be sad when it's gone. And the sacred ground, so hopefully they'll probably do something in the memorial garden just to remember. We can't just let it disappear out of sight, out of mind, and then the next generation won't even know what happened.
And Bola?
That's me, Bola.
Good to meet
So
you.
we're going to come and join your group.
So what have you been growing?
Okay. We start at the end if you want.
Let's start at the end.
Gardening is a great form of therapy, and coming together as a community, it brings all community members have the opportunity to come and have access to the garden, which brings us as people together. So it helps break down the barriers that and stigma that might be in the community or out there. We got strawberries,
Strawberries there.
as you can see.
That's coming up a lovely colour actually.
Beautiful colour. Look,
Yeah.
it looks so
That's
healthy, and the
a
flowers.
great colour.
For me, I realised that we're all human beings, no matter what colour, race or creed we are. And gardening is a great way for us to realise that life is just for a moment, just like the plants and just like ourselves. So I've realised the opportunities that has come out of such a sad situation like the Grenfell fire has given others the opportunity to have some kind of healing,
Yes.
and it's all about healing.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
amazing.
you so much, Ellis. And
Made me quite
it's,
emotional, Ellis. It's just,
that's just so
I
powerful.
want to lose it now.
listening to you.
And your spinach.
Enjoy that spinach.
Have some spinach.
We will all have some
This is
spinach.
from nature's
We
way.
will all have that spinach.
We
We'll
have-
the
we're gonna
blessing.
offer you
It's
some
the
spinach.
blessing.
This is from nature's way.
Thank you very
organic.
much. Set against the backdrop of the unimaginable tragedy that the Grenfell fire was, I learned today the importance of tapping into the strength that already exists in our communities. Listen to the challenge, listen to the anguish, but listen with intentionality to actually take people's stories and do something with it.